Murkira Njunge, and I decided to come here because as a young person from Kenya, I'm very concerned with what is actually going on. Like freedom, we don't have freedom of speech. My fellow Kenyans don't have freedom of speech back home. It seems like the constitution has been suspended because like last week we saw Murkomen giving shoot to kill orders. A lot is not going on right. Ruto does not seem like he is respecting the constitution, including the fact that Kenya is a secular state, and he's insisting on building a church at State House. So it's a lot of things that have culminated that have brought me here as a young person. So in general, I'm not happy with the state of affairs in my own country. Yeah, they are absolutely being reckless, and I tend to think that they don't think that there is consequences to their actions. But I think they should know there is consequences to their actions because we have a working constitution and Kenya has one of the strongest constitutions in Africa. So why should people like Murkomen issue shoot to kill orders to police? Is that the correct way to police young people who are unhappy with what's going on? That's not the correct way to do it. Yeah. There is other ways of policing because policing is all about change. You can arrest anyone who is You cannot arrest someone for approaching a police station. What if they're just walking by? So I cannot issue a shoot to kill order because that's against the law and that's against human rights, which I think Kenya has ratified the Charter of Human Rights by the United Nations. So there are other ways of policing because like here in England, we don't see people being shot for approaching police stations. I am here protesting. No one is shooting me, so why should you shoot me? I don't agree with goons looting public property. That's wrong, and that's where police should come in. But police should not beat or use tear gas on peaceful protesters. I think the way forward for Kenya is for the constitution, for the leaders to follow the constitution, because we have a very, very strong constitution that can help us put the leaders in check. But they are not following the constitution, and that's what's infuriating me as a young person, because when we have such orders, when we have the president looking to create a church, the church is not a priority. Like you've seen the Moi University collapsing, you've seen the University of Nairobi, which is like our prestigious university, it's at the verge of collapsing. Is the church a priority when universities are collapsing? Is the church a priority when there's no medicine in public hospitals? Is the church a priority when free primary education is just about to be scrapped off? Is that a priority really? Like we need like a church cannot produce engineers, a church cannot produce doctors. Universities produce engineers and doctors. So when you kill universities, when you kill the education system and prioritize religion, what are we supposed to do with religion? What are we supposed to do? So for me, I just need them to do the right thing, follow the constitution, do the right thing, apply policies that are not going to economically marginalize young people further, because the current economic policies we have in Kenya, they make it near impossible for young people to survive in that country. So if they do the right thing, as a young person, I don't have any issue with them. Thank you.
Fellow Kenyans, brothers and sisters in the struggle, today we gather not in just memory, but in movement. We are thousands miles from home, yet deeply connected by blood, by pain, and by purpose. From London to Kisumu, from Birmingham to Githurai, we are one voice, one people, one movement. Sabasaba is no longer just history. It is a cry that echoes from 1990 to 2023, 2024, and into 2025. It is the blood on our streets, the tears in our homes, and the fires in our hearts. We stand here and say, rein in your tyranny. We say your brutality. We say your corruption. And we are not afraid. To every Kenyan back home, you are not alone. You are not powerless. The regime wants you to feel isolated, but we stand with you, united in resistance, in pain, in anger, and in hope. To the international community, we demand sanctions on the Kenyan leadership. Freeze their accounts, block their visas, show them impunity has consequences. Brutality is not governance. Murder is not leadership. We ask, why did Kipchumba Murkomen give a shoot to kill order? Why was Wanjiko Vega rearrested after court release? Why was Boniface Karaoke shot dead while selling face masks? Why did Ian Muhindi die defending his own country at his home? Why are girls in Mweki met with bullets for protesting a rape case? We ask further, why are the police protecting goons while shooting peaceful citizens? Why are hospitals collapsing, children learning under trees, where the president proposes building a church in a state house worth 1.2 billion. Is this leadership or mockery? Is this governance or religious hypocrisy? This regime has weaponized everything, has weaponized poverty, criminalized our protest, abducted our youth, silenced truth with bullets. We say enough is enough. And to the diaspora community, protest in front of your embassies. Pressure your government. Speak up. Let the world know Kenya's democracy is under siege. To the international donors and allies, you cannot claim to support democracy and fund dictatorship. We demand hashtag sanction Murkomen, hashtag sanction Lagat, hashtag sanction Kanja, hashtag freeze aid, hashtag defund DCI technical assistant, hashtag stop police brutality and police persecution, hashtag stop assassination of activists, hashtag stop framing charges on activists, stop abduction. We remember the dead. We fight for the living. We speak for the silenced. We are tired. We are angry. We will not be silenced. This is our country and we are taking it back. We finish by saying, we are the children of Sabasaba and we are awake. Viva the youth, viva the people of Kenya, and viva comrades. Comrades power! Comrades power!
As diasporans, we are here in the streets of London. And what is happening here is we are drawing attention to the international community to make them aware that Kenya is burning and that we need their help. We need them to condemn what is happening in Kenya. What is happening in Kenya is gross abuse of human rights. And as we are former colonies of United Kingdom, of British, we believe that they have a lot of stake in correcting what is happening in Kenya. They call themselves development partners, and they know what is happening in Kenya. This is the time to change. This is a time to call on the presidency of Kenya to show that they care about our Kenyans who are dying. We need them to condemn them. We have written to every single member of parliament in the Westminster Parliament to rise up and condemn what is happening in Kenya.
Hello, my name is Nancy from Coventry. I'm here to support the 7-7, supporting our children to be in solidarity with stop the police brutality and all the other bad things that they are doing in Kenya. We want our Kenya back.
Dennis Otieno, Emmanuel Tata, Joshua Ombati, Kevin Ochieng, Anthony Masharia, Denzel Omondi, Kennedy Ondhiambo, Wilson Sitati, Kennedy Njero, Duncan Osongo, Chris Getonga, Carlton Mwangi, Ernest Kanyi, Brian Kemathi, Bernard Kiblagat, Francis Kipkorir, Cholding Malaga,